Welcome to KSG News. Here you get all the latest updates from across the globe to help with your exam preparations. We begin with GS Paper 1. The World Happiness Report 2021 has been released by UN Sustainable Development Solutions Network, and Finland was once again crowned as the world's happiest country. India has been ranked 139 out of 149 countries in the list of UN World Happiness Report 2021. In 2019, India was ranked 140th. Now, what is the World Happiness Report? The World Happiness Report is a landmark survey of the state of global happiness that ranks 149 countries by how happy their citizens perceive themselves to be. The World Happiness Report 2021 focuses on the effects of COVID-19 and how people all over the world have fared. The annual report ranks nations based on gross domestic product per person, healthy life expectancy, and the opinion of residents. Surveys asked respondents to indicate on a 1 to 10 scale how much social support they feel they have if something goes wrong, their freedom to make their own life choices, their sense of how corrupt their society is, and how generous they are. Finland has been ranked as the happiest country in the world for the 4th consecutive year. The Nordic nation is followed by Iceland, Denmark, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Sweden, Germany, and Norway. Pakistan is on the 105th position, Bangladesh on 101st, and China on 84th. People in war-torn Afghanistan are the most unhappy with their lives, followed by Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Botswana, and Lesotho. The Happiness Study ranks the countries of the world on the basis of questions from the Gallup World Poll. The results are then correlated with other factors including GDP and social security. The United States ranks at 19th place for happiness despite being one of the richest countries in the world. Now, going into some background details about this, the World Happiness Report, conducted annually since 2012, is calculated based on measurements such as GDP per capita, level of social support, life expectancy, observance of civil liberties, job security, level of corruption, as well as the results of public opinion polls. The report suggests that the average age of a country's population, whether it's an island and its proximity to other highly infected countries, were contributing factors in the disparity between death rates globally. The East Asian experience shows that stringent government policies not only control COVID-19 effectively, but also buffer the negative impact of daily infections on people's happiness. Shifting focus to updates related to GS Paper 3, this is in connection with economy. As many as 20 states have successfully completed ease of doing business reforms, the Finance Ministry said on the 28th of March 2021. States completing the reforms are eligible for additional borrowing of 0.25% of gross state domestic product, or the GSDP. The number of states who have successfully completed the ease of doing business reforms has reached to 20. 5 more states, namely Arunachal Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Goa, Meghalaya, and Tripura, have completed the ease of doing business reforms stipulated by the Department of Expenditure. Now, what does this really mean? The Department of Expenditure has granted permission to these 20 states to raise additional financial resources of 39,521 crore rupees through open market borrowings. The ease of doing business is an important indicator of the investment-friendly business climate in the country. Improvements in the ease of doing business will enable faster future growth of the state economy. Therefore, the Government of India had in May 2020 decided to link grant of additional borrowing permissions to states who undertake the reforms to facilitate ease of doing business. And now we move on to updates related to GS Paper 2. Amid rising cases in India's financial capital of Mumbai, the civic body has launched a massive exercise to conduct 47,800 rapid antigen tests on a daily basis in the city's malls, railway stations and terminals, bus depots, tourist spots, marketplaces, and offices. The RAT, or the rapid antigen test, will be carried out without the consent of people who are present at various crowded places. If a citizen refuses to test, it would be treated as an offense under Epidemic Diseases Act 1897. Now, what is the rapid antigen test? It is a test on swabbed nasal samples that detects antigens that are found on or within the SARS-CoV-2 virus. Antigens are foreign substances that induce an immune response in the body. Now, it is a point-of-care test performed outside the conventional laboratory setting and is used to quickly obtain a diagnostic result. In India, the ICMR has allowed the use of antigen detection kits developed by South Korean company ST Biosensor, which has a manufacturing unit in Manesar. More updates related to GS Paper 2. Students from China and India accounted for 47% of all active foreign students in US in 2020, which also indicates a significant drop in fresh enrollment from abroad due to the impact of the pandemic. The annual report released by Student and Exchange Visitor Program, part of US Immigration and Customs Enforcement, noted that there were 1.25 million active records in SEVIS, or the Student and Exchange Visitor Program, for F1 and M1 students during the calendar year 2020, a 17.86% decrease from calendar year 2019. Now, what is the significance of this? F1 visa is issued to international students who are attending an academic program or English language program at a US college or university. M1 visa is reserved for international students attending vocational schools and technical schools. US schools saw a 72% decrease in new international student enrollment in 2020 compared to 2019. New international students include those who were not enrolled in a program of study at a US school during the previous calendar year. In August 2020, there was a 91% decrease in new F1 international student enrollment and a 72% decrease in new M1 international student enrollment at US schools. According to SEVIS or SEVIS, there were 382,561 students from China, followed by 207,460 students from India. China and India were followed by South Korea, Saudi Arabia, Canada, and Brazil. The SEVIS is a web-based system for maintaining information on international non-immigrant students and exchange visitors in the US. That's it in this edition of KSG News. Stay tuned for more such short, concise, and informative videos. KSG India proudly announces the commencement of center batches for offline coaching at Delhi, Vijayanagar, Delhi, Rajendra Nagar, Jaipur, Bhopal, and Indore centers, making sure students' health and safety and also the targeted approach towards UPSC Civil Services examination preparation. Visit www.ksgindia.com for batch queries.